All right, some governing party politics now. So some African National Congress members have signed an application to institute disciplinary proceedings against President Cyril Ramaphosa. They say his position of president was secured through underhanded means, including raising and using money to influence the outcome of the leadership elections at the party's 54th National Conference. eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones is following that story and is joining us now in studio. So Pule, what is this group, what are they saying about Cyril Ramaphosa? The allegations are not necessarily new, that he's being accused of using money to influence internal party elections at Nasrec at the conference. So what are they saying that's new at this point?
Well, not really pulling a rabbit out of a hat, but they're basically saying that there are some Congress delegates who are influenced to actually manipulate the processes as to how the president would then be elected during that conference. These are some of the things that are in the public domain. We know that the president has went before the Zondo Commission to say he did not receive such chunks of money, which amounted to about $1 billion, but rather millions as well, saying that in his capacity he also did not pay some people to influence those processes. But they go on to say that, you know, the African National Congress is a consequence faced with a serious legitimacy crisis with regards to the election of President Ramaphosa and some NEC members. But what should be questioned as well is that the timing of these proceedings come at the time before the local government elections as well. These are people who have denied to be representing a disgruntled faction, which of course includes not ANC employee but ANC member Carl Niehaus, and of course the suspended SG of the party, Secretary General S. Magashule there. And they're saying that, you know, there must be accountability against this. They are worried that the President's Integrity Committee proceedings didn't go accordingly, and they have also thrown some names on the table to say these members within the Provincial Executive Committee as well as the NEC should be held accountable. If you listen to this bite, they've dropped some names here saying these are some of the members they'll be gunning for after their proceedings with the President.
Comrades that are our neighbors. They've confirmed to us that they received this money. So it could not be hearsay. If your name is there as Nogu Kanya, and I come to you and say, Nogu Kanya, your name is there, and you say, yeah, I got the 2,500. So what would then make the person that is following you on that list and the third one for them to be false when you've confirmed and you are first on the list? It cannot be coincidence that your name is there, you are confirming that you have received the money, and then the other two, it's just a mistake. And I would want to also mention, there's a comrade from Free State. I would not want to mention the name, but he did accept that he received money. Maybe I should mention the name. Comrade Mxolisi-Dukwana, he did say that he received money, confidently so. He acknowledged, he did not deny. So why would we then want to say those statements are not a true reflection of what they are?
Yeah, look, Pule, if this was a series, I don't want to lie to you, I would have switched off a long time ago. I would have just taken the remote and just switched it off. Tell me about they're giving the ANC some kind of a deadline to institute disciplinary action against Ramaphosa. What are they saying? Well,
you know, firstly, they go on to say that we have the fact that our application has been filed a considerable period ago on the 18th of August, that's about 6 weeks ago. They're saying this surely should ring a bell with this media briefing that the attention that has not been given to them by the ANC national leadership is quite a concern. Now, we've seen that just a week ago, or just rather last week, the IPC convener in the Free State, Mxolisi-Dukwana, was being sworn in as the MEC, and they raised, you know, our political dynamics around that situation, saying that's not a coincidence. They also go on to implicate the finance minister, Konogwan. But we've also done what's right to reach out to the ANC regarding these allegations as well. The ANC has distanced itself from this, saying they will not be commenting about this. But what's quite peculiar here is that these people, or rather the ANC members, are saying that they have evidence that links these names to the bank's statements. And it's quite concerning as well for the party, particularly because they faced a lot of challenges just before the local government elections.
Yeah, and important context to that, Pule, is that, of course, at some point, the various flows of money in relation to the CR17 campaign did become public. And some of the names that they mention are out in the public as some of the people who were instrumental in the campaign. Where there's contention, really, I suppose, is where the interpretation is. Were these monies to influence voting of candidates, or were these monies needed in the context of the campaign? That's where this whole series that never ends seems to be stuck.
And they are saying that for the fact that the ANC cannot summon the president to have an internal party process and not a legal process, they're saying it's a concern. They've raised allegations here that these monies were actually used to influence the nomination of candidates. And they're very blatant here, but they're also not backing it up to say what further documentation do they have, or what further, lists do they have to actually prove that, which makes it quite, vague as well in terms of substantiating what they have and what they told the media this afternoon.
All right, it will be interesting to watch. Well, I don't know if you're still interested. I don't know. For me, the ANC must just figure out what it wants to
definitely
do. Can they or can they not coexist, really? It's as simple as that. Pule Letshwiti-Jones, thank you there for that update.